So this is gonna be part of my video diary. I can't take this anymore, and I'm not gonna stop talking about it. I'm done. I'm finished being treated like shit. I've been in the hospital now for a little over 24 hours, and when I got here, I was so sick. I couldn't urinate anymore. My belly was so bloated and hard from not being able to pee. It had been over 24 hours since I could pee. And whenever they finally cathetered me, they drained 1,400 cc's of urine out. And the average big bladder in an adult can hold only 300. So I have 4 times that in my bladder and in my kidneys. And it felt like my kidney was gonna explode. My kidney has been destroyed from kidney stones and chronic infections and constant surgeries and constant blockages and constant doctors thinking that they know everything and they don't know shit. They finally listened to me and put me on IV antibiotics. See, I'm here. And I was feeling so much better because of the disease that I have. It's so hard to detect my infections, and they don't listen to me when I tell them. They make these fucking decisions about my life based on a 2-second scan of my medical records, and I'm sitting here telling this arrogant man about my body. He was in here for 120 seconds. 2 minutes. He gave me 2 minutes of his time, and he wouldn't listen to anything I said. Well, according to your test, I don't think that you need antibiotics anymore. And I'm bursting into tears, and I'm crying, and I'm saying, you don't understand. Get my old records. Go look at them. I did this 3 years ago, and they almost killed me. I was in the hospital for months. Months fighting for my life. You don't know what it's like to have to look at your kids and think you're gonna leave them without a mother. You don't know what that's like. And I tell this man, please pull my records. Please don't make the same mistake that these other doctors did. And you want to know what his answer to me was? It was, I've been a doctor for 33 years. I am an infectious disease specialist. I don't need to consult another doctor. I don't need you to tell me how to do my job. I'm recommending discontinuing your antibiotic because you don't need it. And it is the first thing that's making me feel better in months. It is the day before Christmas Eve, and I am alone in the hospital fighting to save my own kidney. And he's gonna take away the one thing that's making me feel better. Normal people don't go to the hospital and beg for antibiotics. They don't. I do because I know what's wrong with me. I hate them so much. How can you choose your ego over what someone's telling you? I'm looking him in the eye and saying other doctors made the same mistake that you're about to make. It pissed him off. He felt like he had to show me how good of a doctor he was, and he's just shit. He is shit. I believe every day that God's gonna save me and that there is purpose to all of this madness. There's so much It's insane. The way people think is insane. They're transferring me to a different hospital tomorrow because the one urologist that works in this hospital, the only one, they assigned my case to him. They said, this girl's got a blockage. She's got all this history. You just need to put a stent in so she can pee and she won't lose her kidney. And you know what he said? He actually put the notes in my chart. So I have them. I'm going to get that piece of paper and I'm going to save it and I'm going to put it on the internet so everyone can see it. And he said she doesn't have enough insurance to cover my fee, so I'm not going to do surgery on her. 2 days before Christmas, and he's going to let me linger in here and continue to beg for help. When every minute that passes, the urine backs up in my kidney, the more it's destroying it. It's destroying me. Every doctor that hears this, every physician's assistant, anybody who has the power over someone else's life, you need to start listening to your patients. I've lived in my body for 41 years. I've been through hell. I know everything about myself. When my kidney speaks, I can feel it very loud and clear. Pain is your body's way of telling you something is wrong. And because there is such a stigma on pain in this country, I'm just labeled a drug seeker, a crazy drug seeker. Well, let's just throw her out on the street. These people are going to make me lose my kidney just like I lost 5 other organs. Because no one believed me. No one believed I was in that much pain. But they finally believed me when I'm laying on a gurney with a blood pressure of 60/40, a pulse rate of over 200, a fever of 104, and an organ that has ruptured and is spewing its infection into my body. Because the disease that I get, it finds a weak spot inside an organ of mine, and it sets up shop, and it goes to work. And it slowly eats me away over the years. The defect that I have in my collagen, all of my connective tissue, every single one, and it's a vascular disease. My vascular organs are all going to shit. Why? Because I'm sick. I'm not crazy. And I am smarter than most of the doctors that walk into my room. And they have to throw their ego around simply because I am telling them that I know my body and I know how to save me. And I ask them, please help me. They don't. This disease robbed me of everything. It took it all. Family, friends, my reputation. But you know what? It's out now. I have my diagnosis for all of the non-believers, all of the skeptics, all of the people that couldn't possibly believe in Brandy and couldn't think that she's a good girl and that she's not using her body as an excuse to get attention. I am smart. I am brilliant. I'm beautiful. I'm capable. I am strong. I could do anything. And I was. I raised 2 kids by myself in this body. In and out of the hospital, I'd go and I'd have a surgery and they'd take an organ out. And guess what? I'd have to come home and be mommy to my 2 children. I didn't have anyone there. I didn't have family. I didn't have a husband. No one was coming around because they all said I was lying. So I did it myself. And I have exhausted everything that I have ever tried, all of my resources, all of my ideas. And that's when I turned to the internet. Well, it's Christmas, and I'm trying not to lose my kidney. And I just had a meltdown. People need to know that people are dying. I talk to people on the internet every day that have horror story after horror story because our medical community and the system we have in this country is sick. It is so sick. It is based on profit. I don't have a price tag because I'm priceless. Just like everyone else, healthcare should not have to be something that I earn. We all deserve to live. We all deserve to be happy. And no one should have to beg for their life year in and year out. Please don't let my organ die. Who says that? Crazy people? Well, yeah, fine. I'm crazy. And that's okay. But I'm not going to stop talking until I'm dead. And one day that they'll all see how wrong they are. They'll all see. See that? Open wound. 2 months. 2 months. I've been on antibiotics since March 30th, I think. And it is now December 23rd. And I've been fighting all year. I finally lost my job. I finally lost everything. And I have no money, no income, no nothing. I'm just me. So I started the charity to try and raise awareness. And I guarantee you, I'm going to do it. It's going to be successful. I'm going to change people's lives because nobody else is doing it. I don't see anyone else stepping up and saying something's got to give. I've met so many people on the internet now, even in my own hometown. They're sick. They're struggling. They can't afford their insurance premiums. They can't afford their prescriptions because it's all based on profit. It's insane. And the only thing that's going to change it is us. I am learning holistic healing as much as I can. But it doesn't change the fact that there are certain herbs that just won't fix me because I'm already destroyed. I'm damaged from 20 years of neglect because I didn't have health insurance. I wasn't worthy. So nobody could find my disease because it hides. Well, I have Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, and it's the vascular type. It's not a good diagnosis. They told me, well, you know what? You can expect to maybe not live past the age of 50, and here I am, 41. Well, I'm going to prove them wrong. I'm going to live. I'm going to be successful, and this charity is going to take off, and anybody that doubted me is just going to have to sit back and accept the fact that they were just dead wrong. I'm asking anyone that sees this to please come and help me. Please help me. I am not a liar. I'm dying, and I need help. I need donations. I've raised, I think, about $560 in 3 months, and I spent it all on prescriptions. All of it. Please, pass this around. Send it to your doctor friends, your physician's assistants. Send it to people of power. Send it to CEOs, people who can change my life. Because then I'm going to spend the rest of my life changing everyone else's. I'm going to do fundraiser after fundraiser for every sick person I find. And that's what they need. There is no government program. There is no charity. There is no nothing. People have the misconception that there is some sort of organization. There's got to be somebody that can help you. There's not. We're supposed to help each other. You know, love your neighbor as yourself. If you wouldn't starve yourself to death, if you wouldn't deny yourself medical care, if you wouldn't allow yourself to sit in a hospital bed the night before New Year's Eve completely alone, If you wouldn't do it to yourself, then why would you do it to me? If that man's daughter was laying here with the same problem, he'd exhaust every resource that he had to save her. But I'm nothing to him. So anyone that cares about me, call me, message me, get my story out there. Help me. Help me so I can help others. Please. God's on my side. I'm going to be okay. But I'm asking for help because it requires us. We're supposed to come together. God just doesn't bring something down and miraculously, boom. We're supposed to do it for each other because that's what we learn to love each other. When we go and we visit with the poor, or we visit with the elderly, or we visit with the sick or the people in jail, that's what he wants, for us to learn how to love each other. Just love each other instead of just writing a check and sending it to a charity. Get out and go and visit people, because I promise there's a lot of lonely people out there. A lot of lonely people, and they're scared and they're sad. And these people not all of them are strong, and they wind up taking their lives at Christmas time. Because they're alone, they're sick, or they're treated badly. There are people right in your neighborhood that you could go and visit. So find them and go and tell them that they matter. Go and tell them that you want them to be around. Go and tell them that there are things to live for. That people do care. The right people care. And the wrong people, they can all piss off. Merry Christmas, everybody.